Welcome back to TIAA Bank Field on the shores of the St. Johns River in Jacksonville, Florida. It's Colts football as we jump into the action in the first quarter of play. Following the interception here, Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because his defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Is good. Makes the score Colts 3. Jaguars.
So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he? He's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss. Gets his confidence back up, and who knows? They may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
These motherfuckers actually
out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bag. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete. Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And look at this, it's a fake.
Oh, why?
Make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover.
Bullshit. I got 3 guys. I got 2 shots.
Fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
At the 16-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Mack, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Williams on the tackle. A gain of 5. First down, Indianapolis.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rivers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's He's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Well, it's up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on third down.
Nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get through.
Pretty good.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks,
Give me
no
some
one says
defense
to their
here.
guy, hey, that's just
Oh
like
my
making an extra
God.
point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. By kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
3-yard line.
And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the
Why?
secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
For Leonard
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't.
fourth down.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
What
and
the
this is
fuck is-
incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. First down, Rivers fighting Hilton on his slant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Rivers to throw it. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good catch there by Tyler Eifert. And Jacksonville, who needed help at the tight end position, signed him to do exactly that. Spent his first 7 years in Cincinnati, a terrific red zone threat.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
On 2nd down, here's the option. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
the keeper. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
And they're going to try this again. It's another
No!
fake, but he
Fuck
will
you and my dick.
not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack.
Marlon Mack, the ball carrier.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Nothing.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 3rd.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He may try and run for this. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach. And
look at this, another fake. And this is caught, but he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
1st and 10.
They'll get a couple yards on that one. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Mack. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Throw left side complete. That's Mack.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He dumps this off to Mack, and he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Mack, draw play. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Indianapolis.
16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
16. Jaguars nothing.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Looking to run with Mack. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They'll They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Touchdown.
Marlon Mack, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Fournette on the toss to the right. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
They ready for us.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Rivers. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Good catch there by Jack Doyle, who went to the Pro Bowl in 2019, but now has a new quarterback in Phillip Rivers, and he wants to be the Antonio Gates that Phillip Rivers threw to with the Chargers.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
2nd and 4.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16.
Paris Campbell.
In this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Complete to
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 11-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Jaguars.
And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. He's got it, and it's now 23-14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
The kickoff for Jacksonville.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Rivers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Colts.
Here's Mack. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Indianapolis.
They'll run it. It's Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Rivers on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Rivers got an open man. That's Campbell. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Maybe get this back. Hold on.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right
What
around
I
the
get
25,
back?
actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And we remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle.
Fuck
and then
off.
2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High.
A gain of 2. Brings up
on 2nd down. Here's Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage.
Come on.
And he goes
What
down
I
right
get?
there.
No way.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, when the Jaguars walk,
and they're going to try this again. It's another fake.
I'm in.
And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets him a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Oh, you guys fucker.
Is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Out to his left. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
There's a catch by Leonard Fournette for a 1st down, and he is a versatile weapon for Jacksonville. We all know how he can carry the football, but he had his best season as a receiver last year.
Oh, my God.
He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
No!
Incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well.
I got it.
Free from his grasp.
intended for Chris Conley.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game.
And look at this, another fake.
Go!
But he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Rough his ass.
When you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Colts, first down.
Draw play. This is Hines. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And that is incomplete.
Thank God.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 5 yards to go.
From the gun, Rivers looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hines. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
First down, Colts.
Now it's Hines. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Hines, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 12.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd and 7.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Rivers. Throw left side, complete. That's Hines. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit. But ball back
No, God. Fucking slut bag.
Now it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year. In the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers, catch made here by Campbell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, this from 33. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Do what we do.
Yippee.
So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
Yeah, what kind of dickhead just fucking gets tapped and falls over?
Play drive where you throw an interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Fournette, a first down carry.
Fuck off.
3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Leonard Fournette.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage.
Oh!
He lost the football.
Yes. Advance week next.
Today's a work day, gentlemen, and you know what that means? We got to get better today. What I want to know is, let's go, here we go.
You fat fucker.
Hey, you know what, guys? That was pretty dang good. And you know what gets me really excited?
day. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee.
Josh Lambo to kick off.
It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's good for a tennis.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down carry for Henry.
What?
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Thank God.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Josh Allen.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. From the gun, here's Tannehill. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Rolling to his right, and he's going to keep it. Now the ball comes loose.
Bullshit!
It is.
Bullshit!
Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going.
Oh my God!
To the defense, they got a hand
That
in the
is
cookie jar there, CD.
gas.
Think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've got
Oh,
all
come
you
here,
can
you
out of
little
a run, and obviously ball
fucking-
security is paramount. In
fucking-
today's football, everyone's coming after the run.
I'm
You
gonna
gotta make sure you
run
protect
people
it
over
and
now.
protect the yardage
I'm
you just
done.
gained.
I'm hoping to hurt these people.
The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 5 catches, 57 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Fuck.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
Come
He'll
on.
get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last
Hey guys,
catch. Good
how's
for 8
everybody doing?
yards. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
good for a Tennessee Titan. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC
Drop him.
Championship game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And goal to go.
Trying to punch it in with Henry.
Thank you.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll give Henry another shot.
Yes,
Not able to
thank
break
God.
away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
and goal.
Here's
Drop
Henry.
his ass.
This
Oh my
time
God.
he is in. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans.
What?
And careless with a football there on the kick.
Fuck off.